Hello, I'm Atujamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at Night. In connection to the Assam government's eviction drive, which was conducted on December 20, 2021 at Balijan, Karbi Anglong district, the Revenue Department along with Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council today conducted a door-to-door survey in lieu of the eviction drive to be conducted at Balijan Khan village, whereby the local residents came and protested against the authorities and tried to stop them from conducting the survey. To get to know more details about this, we'll be joined by our news analyst El from our newsroom. Hi El.
Hi Atu.
Thank you so much for joining us again. Moving forward with this conversation or discussion, I would like to ask, there are Nagas at Balijan Khan village in Assam who will be affected by evictions, as Chief Minister Nipirio has said. Just how many Nagas are there? Could you do you have any data on that?
Yes, I think the media reports have been highlighting the eviction drives in Karbi Anglong for quite some time now, and the issue became even more intensified, especially in social media platforms, when the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Mr. Nipirio, came in and spoke on behalf of the people that are affected by the evictions. Currently, we don't have hard data, but we have some statistics from the census from the year 2011. We don't have a hard data right now regarding the populations, but earlier, the Karbi Anglong Deputy Commissioner had mentioned that the people who have been living in the area and who are facing the evictions are primarily Muslim, Nepali and Naga communities. And so, according to the census for that area, Balijan Khan village area, there are about 263 persons in that area too. And this is what a leader from the Borlingri village area union told me. Out of around 263 persons there who will be facing the evictions, 100 of them are Naga people, right. Naga persons. So that's almost half of the population there. That's a big number of people there, especially from our community. So it's no wonder that Chief Minister Nipirio stepped in to write to the Chief Minister of Assam earlier, Atu.
And also, according to the updates that we have and the data that we have so far, the Govt High Court was supposed to hear the case of the village on January 11.
Yes.
What happened to it? Do you have any data on that as well?
Yeah, I think we were all waiting for the hearing that was scheduled to be conducted on January 11, Atu, and I think we were very excited to know what the court might have to say in regard to the evictions going on. Unfortunately, the hearing could not take place, according to one of the sources that I talked to in Assam. According to the source, the hearing could not take place because some officials, I think they might be referring to administrative officials who can speak much about the population and the eviction drives and the administrative action that is being planned to be taken there. So some of these officials, unfortunately, they went on leave, so the court did not hear the case. That's what I was told. Yeah.
Right. Also, could you please, give us an update on what is the current status of the eviction drive and what are the updates from the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council in regard to its previous order?
Yes. There have been a lot of, before I get to answering your question, I'd like to add some more information here. Prior to all this, sources, they have been telling me that interestingly, before the Guwahati High Court was supposed to hear the case on January 11, the next day, right after it, police personnel and some local youths came to the village to conduct a survey. So I don't know what this survey was all about, but what the sources told me was that they came in, but the village authorities, they refused to let them in and conduct the survey that they were supposed to be taking there. I don't know what it was for. So they refused them, saying that this case is now in the court and you are not allowed to do any surveys. And after which the police personnel and the local youths left the area. And now to the updates. Right now, the information that I have is a bit patchy, but one very important and significant information that we have right now is that the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, they have asked to reply to the court on February 2nd. I think this might be for our producers, this might be a breaking news also. You can update it on the tickers. February 2nd, that will be when the court will be hearing the case. So that is the update right now. And another information that we have right now is that a source told me that there are actually points of discussions, and actually this is a very big news. There are points of discussions going on that the government can actually engage sixth schedule for the communities there. For our readers who might not know what the sixth schedule in the Constitution of India is, it's a very important part of the Constitution of India in regard to indigenous communities. The sixth schedule allows tribal communities in certain areas of India and protects them. It gives them autonomy in matters of development. It's like the Karbi Anlong Autonomous Council. Out of a state, it creates autonomous councils to take decisions or create administrative units for the welfare and development agenda of that particular tribal community within the state. So that's the point of discussion that is currently going on. But right now we don't know what the government, what the court will say, and we don't know what the next move of the Karbi Anlong Autonomous Council will be. But so far the update is that the court will be hearing the case, and the KAC will be replying to the court on February 2nd. Atu.
Right, I'll also adding up to that, as you have mentioned, there was some kind of survey that went on today, and our reporter was on the ground reporting it the whole time live on that. So when we also heard the people from there mentioning that they were waiting for the court's order, and they were protesting against, you know, the survey going on, but you know, the people who were going on with the survey just went on with it. So do you think there was a breach of privacy in any way, or in the rights of the people, or anything as such?
Certainly, because there is a term sub judice. There's a term sub judice in the country, like especially in the administrative and judiciary circles. When a case is in the court now, when it's in the hands of a judge now, you're not supposed to do anything beyond that. You are to keep quiet. You are not to act beyond what the court has said, what the court has kept for itself. And this case is now in the court of the law, which means no authority, community leaderships, government leaderships, you are not allowed to do anything beyond what the court has said or what the court has taken note of, because this court is now, this case is already in the court now. So if you do anything beyond this, you are actually infringing the rights of the people there, and it is similar to contempt of court, and the court can hold you responsible for being in contempt of court. Now, according to the reports, the people came for another survey. I don't know what survey they are taking, because the case is already with the court now. So even though they knew that the case was in the court already, and the court has been setting dates to hear the case, the survey people, they keep coming. So this is actually an infringement of the rights of the people there. It is also sub judice, which means you are making a mockery of the court's action. You are making a mockery of what the court has decided. So yes, it's an infringement, Atu.
All right, also moving on to the next question. What is the next step for the people of Balijan, especially in regard to the resolution of the issue?
Right now, as I've mentioned before, we don't know what the court will say in this regard. What we can do is we can just hope that there will be a resolution to the eviction issue in regard to the people living there, and even for the Karbi Anlong Autonomous Council, that they will resolve the issue peacefully. The source told me that the people there are now waiting only for the February 2nd hearing, and only after that they will decide what step to take. So that's the sentiment right now, Atu.
All right, Del, thank you so much for joining us today. That was quite informative.
Thank you, Atu.